Hey guys, what is going on today? Bojo here, and we are back for our NHL 16 Be a GM series following the Philadelphia Flyers. And in this episode, however, we're going to be following the Lehigh Valley Phantoms here in the Year 2 AHL playoffs. So, unfortunately, the Flyers missed out on the playoffs in year number 2, ending off with a record of 40-36-6. Pretty unfortunate, even though we made the trade for Patrick Marleau, it didn't really help us out in the long run. So, we're going to be sitting out of the playoffs come year number 2. However, we can still watch our rookies in the AHL playoffs go ham, as the division-leading Lehigh Valley Phantoms will be, see how far they could do there and see if they can get some experience gaining for these playoffs. So, we can hold the team meeting before this playoff does begin against the Things. All right, so before the Springfield Falcons. So this is a big game. It's game 1 of the series, and we have to view the big picture here, build up confidence, get those wins. Second option, get everybody boosted up for the playoffs here, even though there has been an update in this game where the morale has like no effect on how the simulation engine works now, but still, we're looking pretty good here. So we're going up against the Springfield Falcons, which is the AHL squad of the Arizona Coyotes. And we're going up against them here in the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. So in the AHL, the first round is only a 5-round series, so a 5-game series. So for this first one, I would do in-game simulations, but if we make it to the second round, I'll do an in-game simulation of all the next rounds following that. So let's take a look here and let's see how Lehigh Valley can do. I have some pretty good confidence in this team, and especially after a win like that. A 7-2 win in game number 1 over Springfield. I have some good confidence in this team that they can get it done. 7-2, 5-0. That's a pretty good start the way I like to see. And a 3-2 loss in game number 3. Okay, so they do get one loss in there, but that's fine. 2 dominant starts off rip. All right, let's go to the OHL for forwards for 6 weeks. All right, so that's fine. We can lose one game there. That's not a big deal. Game number 5, 4-2 loss there. All right, so it's going to be a game 5 matchup here against Springfield. So we won the first 2 convincingly, but now for the past 2 games, it seems like have struggling a little bit here. All right, so we got a whole team meeting. If we lose tonight, we pack up. All right, we have it in us to come back in the series. Come on, boys. Don't get flustered. Just play your games out there. We can do this. All right, so here we go. Game number 5 against Springfield. Got off to a really good start against this team, but then have struggled the past 2 games. So we're going to game 5 here against the Springfield Falcons. Let's see if the Lehigh Valley Phantoms can pull through here. All right, first period, 1-0. There you go, Shane Gostisbehere getting a goal from the faceoff circle. 1-0 lead for the Phantoms, 10 shots apiece for each team. Second period, 4-0. I have no problems. There's not going to be 4 goals let up in the third period on this team. Travis Sanheim, Timo Meier, Chris Vandevelde gets 3 past Langhammer. They pulled their goalie here in the second period. So Leggio got pulled. 4-0 lead for the Phantoms. Third period, they get 1. Trevino gets 1 on Stoli, but that'll close it out for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms as they beat the Springfield Falcons in 5 games, 4-1 in game number 5. To move on to the next series. So that's what I like to see, boys. All right, so multiple players on Lehigh Valley are now eligible to be dressed. Okay, so I think who's back now? I think Brandon Manning and probably Pelujai are available to play. So what we can do is take off Brett Hextall, and we could put Aaron Pelujai back into the lineup. That's exactly what I want to do. So, Pelujai gets put back in. Pelujai is going to go right back up to the first line. Meyer and Straka can swap. Jeff Pollops is up to a 75 overall, but we'll keep him down there on the fourth line. Fourth line seems to be doing very well. All right, let's see. So, defense, and I think Adam Comrie can get taken out for Brandon Manning. Brandon Manning, where are you? There you are, right up there. Up at the top, 79 overall. Cool. He gets put back into the lineup. I think he's a left-handed player as well. Brandon Manning, yep, he's lefty, so he can stay on that side with Mark Alt, which is good, and no other changes will be made. So we'll make those changes there, and we're good to go. All right, so we can hold the team meeting after that big win in game number 5. All right, so there we go. I knew we would advance to the next round. This team has been doing all the right things lately, and we faced adversity and triumph. This team can accomplish anything if we... Oh, crap, didn't mean to do that one. Whoops. Whoops, sorry, guys. I didn't mean to say that in the meeting. All right, whatever. We're fine. All right, so simulate up a day here. Let's stop the simulation. And next up is the Hershey Bears. So the AHL squad for the Washington Capitals, I do believe. So now we can do some in-game simulations against the Hershey Bears. So let's take a look at the stats, though. Just do a quick little player stats and then playoff tree recap before we do this. Probably going to dedicate the whole video to the AHL playoffs here before we get started with the draft. All right, so Peter Straka had a very good series, 8 points. Van de Velde with 7, Belmar with 7, Goldmore with 5 points, Cousins had 5 points as well. Hextall had 4, Gostisbehere had 4, Sanheim, yep, so a lot of players in that first series getting a lot of points, so I like that. And then how did Stoley do? Stolars went 3-2, 2.01 goals against average, save percentage of .928, and 1 shutout. So Stoley's playing pretty good. He's up to a 76 right now. So that's not bad. Can I get out of there? Yeah, Jesus. All right, so let's take a look at the playoff tree here in the AHL. So we're on the eastern side. So Syracuse beat Providence in 5. St. John's Ice Caps, I believe. I think that's them. Yeah, they beat Utica in 5. Hershey beat Portland in 5, and then we beat Springfield in 5. So in the West, we have, is that Stockton? I don't know. Stockton beat the Ontario Reign in 4. San Diego Gulls beat Texas in 4. The Lake Erie won in 3. And then the Chicago Wolves beat the Grand Rapids Griffins in 4. Okay, so that is the first round matchups here. And we're going up against the Hershey Bears. All right, so let's not simulate up to the next game. Let's go into the calendar here, because I think we might have a team meeting first. Actually, no, yeah, let's simulate to the next game. Simulate to the next game because we might have a team meeting before the game starts. Yep, hold the team meeting. Cool. All right, so hold the team meetings here usually before every game starts. All right, so we have to, this is a big game tonight. Same thing as last time. View it big picture. There we go. Got the whole team on our backs for that game. All right, so here we go. First game up against the Hershey Bears here in round number 2. Let's get off to a good start here, boys. All right. First period against Hershey. 1-0. Tyson and Bailey gets one on Stolars. All right, so it's 9-6 per the shots. Down 1-0. Second period, 1-1. We tie it up. Nicholas Aube-Kubel ties it up in the third period. I'm only going to do the quick sims for the third period. I'm not going to do the long sims. So it's tied at 1, 14 shots apiece. Third period, we're going to overtime. 28-22 shots. Overtime. Oh, Jesus, first overtime. Second overtime. There we go. Samuel Morin gets one in OT to win it for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. A 2-1 win in game number 1. And there you go. Sam Morin with a big win there. Nice game from Anthony Stolars as well. Nice game, only letting up that 1 first period goal and shutting it down for the rest of the way. There we go. So we take a 1-0 series lead over the Hershey Bears. And we're going into game number 2. Let's play it exactly the same way, boys. Here we go. First period. 2-1, okay. Chris Bork and Connor Brown, or Chris Brown, get 2 early, but Peter Straka does close the gap to within 1 shortly afterwards. So 2 very early goals, too. So Stoley, a little bit of trouble there in the first, but Straka does make it a 1-goal game still. Only 9 shots for Hershey, so 2 goals let up there. All right, come on, Stoley. Play a little bit better here. We do have a power play to start the second. Second period. We get 1, they get 1. Aube-Kubel gets 1 again, but then Mitchell gets 1 on Stolars shortly after that. So it's 22-19 are the shots, 3-2 lead for Hershey. Third period. Nope. All right, so Hershey's going to hold on for a 3-2 win in game number 2 to split the series at 1 apiece. All right, next game here, boys. All right, so we're going to Hershey now. Going to Hershey. All right, boys. Let's see if we can fend off these first period goals. We're letting up a lot of first period goals against Hershey. So here we go. First period. All right, 1-1. Byers gets 1, but then Travis Sanheim, 4 minutes after that, answers right back. So 12 shots to 14. Lots of shots being taken here in the first period of this game. Second period. There you go. Eric Cornell, the free agency pickup. Nice goal there in the second period. 25-17 are the shots. 2-1 lead for Lehigh Valley. Third period. And, oh, man, we give up 2. Schmidt and Mason. Ugh. That's a rough game. That's a rough game there. Had a 2-1 lead and Stoley kind of breaks down there. He lets up 2 third period goals. And we, unfortunately, are now down 2-1 in the series. All right, come on, boys. Oh, I forgot to hold the team meeting. Oh, well. Gonna have to go into this one without a team meeting. Come on. We know we fucked up that last game here. Come on, boys. Let's tie the series back up. First period, 1-0. Sov gets 1 on Stolars, 11-12. Second period. We get one, but they get one back. Broda, then Palujai on Larson. All right, 20 shots apiece. Third period, can we tie it up? Yes, we can. Peter Straka with 56 seconds left in the third period. Nice. Goalie was probably pulled. Straka gets a nice goal there, and we tie it up at 2. All right, going into overtime. Galiev. Sebastian Galiev. And Hershey takes a 3-1 series lead over the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Not good. How is Hershey beating us? How is the Hershey Bears beating us? We need a whole team meeting here, boys. Down in the series. We got to pull it back here. We have it in us to come back. Don't get flustered here. Come on. Come on, boys. We can get ourselves together here. Get your shit together, boys. Come on. Let's go. We have it in us in this series to come back in this against a team like Hershey. Come on. It's only Hershey. Hershey's not a good team. Come on. Here we go. First period. Nothing to nothing. 16-7. That's what I like to see. Pour the shots on early. Second period. 2-1. I'll take that. Madison Bowie gets the scoring started, but then Chris Van de Velde and Nick Cousins gets a late goal there in the second period to put us up 2-1. All right, come on, boys. Don't collapse here late in the third again. Shots are 31-12. We have all the momentum in the world right now. Third period. There you go. 4-1. Shane Gostisbehere and Peter Straka again. 4-1 win for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. And we take game number 5, 4-1. 3-2 series lead for the Hershey Bears. There we go, boys. Come on. We can fight back into this. I know we got it in us. All right, so there we go. Hold the team meeting again. Continue to get this morale boosted. All right, we have it in us to come back. Once again, don't get flustered. We're only down 3-2. Win one more game, and then anything can happen in a game 7. So here we go. Game number 6 against the Hershey Bears. They lead the series 3-2. Very good game from Lehigh Valley in this past game. So here we go. First period. 1-0. There you go. Chris Van de Velde shot 16-5 once again. Phantoms are out shooting the Hershey Bears in this series and in the first period. Come on. Phantoms want this. Second period, 2-1. I'll take that. Chris Van de Velde makes it a 2-0 lead. Chris Bork does make it 2-1 fairly late in the second period, but it is still a 2-1 lead for the Phantoms. 22 shots to 14. We still have the edge in the shots. Come on, boys. Hold on here. Third period. There you go. Another 4-1 win for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Pierre-Edouard Bellemare, Timo Meyer gets one late in the third on an open net. And another Lehigh Valley Phantoms win there, 4-1, as they come back and tie the series 3 games apiece going into a game number 7. There you go, boys. So back-to-back series. Taylor Lier is available to play in the team's next game. That's actually pretty huge for us. That's a pretty huge momentum swinger right there. I think we could take off. Who do we want to take off? Because Lier is a left winger. Do we want to take off Abe Kubel, who's putting in the puck as of recently? He's got a really hard shot, man, as a sniper. I think we should keep him in there. I think we should take Tyrell Goulbourne off. Well, Goulbourne is a hard shot too, but no, yeah, let's take Tyrell Goulbourne off. Let's put Taylor Lier back in there because he is a 75 overall. So let's put Taylor Lier back in there. I'm going to leave Abe Kubel on the third line. I'm just going to put Lier on the fourth line with Eric Cornell and Zev Pilavs. So that's the only little change I'm going to make there. So Lier gets put back into the lineup. And game 7 is upon us right now. For the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, going into this game, we have 84% locker room chemistry. We have it in us to come back. Don't get flustered once again, guys. Come on. Take it game by game. You fought back this far. We can easily win this in a game 7. So here we go. Hershey versus Lehigh Valley. 2 really big rivalries right here. As this is actually a really big rivalry. If you guys don't know AHL rivalries, this used to be a really big rivalry. All right, so here we go. Game 7 against Hershey and Lehigh Valley. First period, 0-0. 10 shots to 8. All right, so both goaltenders playing pretty good here in the first. Second period, 1-0. There you go. Daryl Powell, of all players, Daryl Powell gets us the 1-0 lead late in the second period. Shots 22-24. Phantoms with a 1-0 lead going into the third period. We gotta do a 8x8 simulation here in the third period. Come on. There you go. Daryl Powell gets another one. Daryl Powell, the unlikely source of goals here in game 7, the grinder. 3-0. Pierre-Edouard Bellemare makes it a 3-0 lead for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. And Anthony Stolars comes through in game 7 against the Hershey Bears, as the Lehigh Valley Phantoms will hold on for a 3-0 shutout of Hershey in game number 7 to move on to the Eastern Conference AHL Finals. What a game there. Daryl Powell, too. Oh, my God. Daryl Powell from Straka and Sanheim. Powell from Straka. Belmar from Peluja and Vandevelde. So the first line came together on that last play. But Peter Straka and Daryl Powell with 2 points apiece in that game. Way to go, boys. Way to go. All right, so the Phantoms do move on. Taylor Lier has been injured with a broken rib. His estimated return is July 10th. So Lier does get put in that game, but he is right back out. So Tyrell, get yourself back in there. All right, so that's not a big deal. Lier gets put back in there. Could have seen that coming, but that's fine. Tyrell Goborn can easily get put back into the lines up here. And I don't think there's any other special teams. Does have an error. Okay, so Straka, Cousins, Pelujai, and who we want in here? Jeff Palabs, Pelujai, Nicholas All. Nope. Nicholas All by Kubel. Let's put him in there because he's a sniper. Sniper would definitely work out there on the power play, especially with Straka in them. Penalty kill. Okay, Cornell, Powell, Vandevelde, and need a defensive forward there, Timo Meyer. Cool. So Meyer will get put into the penalty kill. Cool. That's all good, fine, and dandy, and we can just simulate a day here. Whoops, forgot to hold my team meeting again. Stop the simulation. Hold team meeting, because we now have to play the Syracuse Crunch, which is not an easy team to play. All right, we face adversity and triumph. This team accomplish anything if we're on the same page. Once again, just get everybody boosted up in the right positions. 84 locker room chemistry. We're working pretty well. And now we got to go up against the Syracuse Crunch, the AHL squad for the Tampa Bay Lightning. So that's not going to be an easy task. Let's just take a look at the player stats here. Another 7-game series, so point totals are definitely going to be weighted a good bit. But we do have Peter Straka coming through in the playoffs. 15 points in 12 games. 5 goals, 10 assists for Peter Straka. He's making a case there in these playoffs, without a doubt. Pierre-Edouard Bellemare has 14, Vandevelde with 13, Nick Cousins does have 10 points in 12 games, so he's coming back down to the AHL, making a name. Albekul with 7, Shingasisbear with 7, Goldborn with 7, Powell with 6 with 2 goals in that clutch game there. Pelujai with 6 points in 7 games after coming back from injury, so he's actually playing really, really well. And then all the point totals down there. Goaltenders, let's see how Stoli fared in that series. He played pretty well, I think. 1.78 goals against average, 7 and 4, save percentage of .933, and 2 shutouts for Stolar. He's up to a 77 overall. All right, so now let's take a look at the playoff tree. So San Diego beat Stockton in 5, Lake Erie beat Chicago in 5, and then Syracuse beat St. John's in 6, and we beat Hershey in 7. So the finals matchups are the San Diego Gulls up against the Lake Erie Monsters. So Lake Erie is the AHL squad of the who is that of? I should look this up because I am not good when it comes to AHL teams. So Lake Erie Monsters. Let's see, who are they? Okay, they're the AHL team for the Columbus Blue Jackets, and then we need to do the San Diego Gulls. San Diego Gulls are the Anaheim Ducks AHL affiliates. Okay, so in the West we have the Anaheim and the Columbus Blue Jackets AHL teams, and then the East we have Tampa Bay's and Philadelphia's AHL teams. Okay, so big test up here. Once again, we made it to the Eastern Conference AHL Finals, which is a huge task for this team. But now we got to go up against the Tampa Bay Lightning's AHL team. And you know this team is pretty stacked. With a record of 54 wins on the year, this team is going to be pretty good. So here we go, boys. Game 1 up against the Syracuse Crunch. Let's get off to a good start. First period, 3-1. I like that. Michael Bourneval, Robert Hagg, and Aaron Pelujai. 3-goal first period. That's why I like to see. Nielsen does get one on Stolarz, but we do take a 3-1 lead here in the first period with a power play to start the second. Good job, boys. Second period, 4-2. We'll take that. Gord gets one on Stolarz, but Jeff Palovs answers right back. 4-2 lead for the Phantoms. 20-22 on the shots. 2-goal lead going into the third. Can we hold on? Yes, we can. Oh my goodness gracious. 8-4 final. Holy crap. Brandon Manning. Then Slater Kukuk and Ikonen kind of made it a little bit interesting. They made it 5-4, but then Vandevelde, Daryl Powell gets 2 empty netters, and the Lehigh Valley Phantoms win this crazy game 8-4. 4 third period goals there, 2 empty netters, but still, we'll take it nonetheless. Pierre-Edouard Bellemare has been injured with a strained hamstring. His estimated return is May 21st. Okay, so we definitely need to edit the lineups here. So we lose a center. We lose a left winger. Okay, that's fine. Michael Bourneval gets called up. Let's see. Who can be put into there to the second line? Who do we have that's available to play? So we have Fazlev, Case, Fighton, and Oscar Lindbaum. So we want to play Austin Fighton or Oscar Lindbaum? I want to play Oscar Lindbaum. All right, so it's another two-way forward. So what we're going to do is move Albay Kubala to the second line. That's a good combination right there, a sniper and playmaker. And then I'm just going to leave Tyrell Goldborn on the fourth line, but I'm going to insert Oscar Lindbaum right into this lineup here. And that's cool. So we need to do some special teams edits here. Okay, so we're going to put... Albay Kubala's already on the first one, so we're going to put Michael Bourneval in there on the power play. That should help it out a ton. And then 4-man power play, Van de Velde, once again, we'll just put Bourneval in here. Whoops, they want a right wing. They want a right winger. Yeah, Pelujai, get your ass in there. I think you might be on the second pair. Are you on the second pair? Wasn't paying attention. You were. Okay, so I'll take you out and let's put in then let's put in Jeff Palovs. Changing the current line. Okay, so Jeff Palovs goes in there. Extra attacker now should be once again, I'm just gonna put Bourneval in there. No, Jeff Palovs, put him in there. Jeff Palovs, get him some more playing time and then shoot out. Obviously it doesn't matter, so I'm just gonna pick whoever pops up here. Sam Warren. Warren can take the shootouts shots, doesn't make a difference there, and we're good to go. Okay, so that's a big loss there, losing Pierre-Edouard Bellemare. That's a little bit of a loss there. First line left winger, but that's all right. We still take the 1-0 series lead going into game number 2. And I just noticed we don't have home ice advantage in this series either, so we already took the initiative to split the series, so that's good. All right, here we go. Game number 2, first period. 3-0. Another 3-goal first period. I skipped it right away, so I didn't start it right away yet, but here we go. That is another good start there for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. A 3-0 lead. Chris Van de Velde, Michael Bourneval, after being put on the first line, gets a nice goal, and then Shane Goss-Despair. 3 really quick goals, 2 minutes apart on each. So a good third period, a good first period, 3-0 lead for the Phantoms. Second period, 5-0. Tyrell Goldborn and Daryl Powell, 5-0 lead for the Phantoms. And they close this game out with a 6-1 win as Travis Sanheim gets one late. Richard spoils the shutout for Stolars, but still a 6-1 win for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms over the Syracuse Crunch. And that is a nice 2-0 series lead for Lehigh Valley. Here we go, boys. All right, so we're coming home with a 2-0 series lead. That is exactly how we should be playing this team. A lot of goal scoring, too. Keep it up, boys. First period again. All right, 1-0. Ikonen gets one early, 10 shots apiece. All right, so this is our first time we've been down in this series, so that's not, just regroup. Second period, 2-1. All right, Van de Velde ties it, but Deschamps gets a bone crusher there with 3 seconds left in the second period to take the 2-1 lead. 23-15 on shots, so Syracuse is playing a much better defensive game, it seems. So let's see if we can come back here. Third period. Oh, man, a 4-goal third period from the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, and the offense continues. Oscar Lindbaum, after getting put into the last game, gets a goal here in game number 3. Peter Straka, Aaron Pelujai, Brandon Manning puts one in on the empty netter, and the Phantoms get a 4-goal third period to take a 3-0 series lead over the Syracuse Crunch. They were down 2-1 and 1-0 after the first 2 periods, but they came back strong into the third. Pierre-Edouard Bellemare is available to play. Lindbaum did get a goal there, but you know what? I should do the right thing here. So we should swap these lines back up again. Lindbaum gets put up here, and then we're going to scratch Lindbaum and put Pierre-Edouard Bellemare back in again. Pierre-Edouard Bellemare gets put back in. And there we go. So that's all we're going to do. Bourneval gets moved back down. Albay Kubala back down to the third. And we are looking pretty clean right here as we're going to a game number 4, looking to sweep the series over Syracuse. That's what I'm looking for. Our wins have been hard fought, all and well-deserved. Now we have ourselves a streak, but we've been playing our way during the streak, boys. Let's continue to focus on our play and not the results. Exactly. Just keep focusing on playing, boys. Keep focusing on playing. Don't worry about the series. Play this game like any other. Game number 4, looking to sweep the series over the Syracuse Crunch at home. First period. Nothing and nothing. All right, 11 shots to 6. We're still out shooting them. Second period. All right, 29 shots to 11. We are bringing the pressure this game. Only 11 shots for Syracuse through 2 periods. That is insane. 30 shots. Peppering the goaltender, boys. Come on. Third period. There you go. Only 1 goal gets scored in the third period, and it's early on. From the point, Shane Gostisbehere gets the only goal of the game, and the Phantoms win 1-0 in game number 4, and they sweep out the Syracuse Crunch in 4 games to go to the Calder Cup. And Aaron Pelujai has a sprained ankle. His estimated return is May 26th. All right. Aaron Pelujai, yeah, he was a first liner. Let's just replace the player. Let's replace the player. That'll bring in Brett Hextall, but I do want to simulate a couple days up here before that starts. Maybe we'll get Pelujai back. All right. We face adversity and triumph once again. Just keep doing the same thing. Yep, it's going to increase everybody. Why not? All right, so let's simulate a couple days up here. Maybe we'll be able to get some players back in time. All right, so simulated day, May 21st. May 26th is when he's coming back, so we might be able to get him back. Aaron Pelujai is available to play in the team's next game. Good. All right, so they probably put Hextall in there. Yep, all right, so let's take Brett Hextall off, put Aaron Pelujai back into the lineup. Yep, Aaron Pelujai back into the first line right wing spot, and we're good to go. All right, so Pelujai, he actually is going to get a couple more days left to rest here too before we start the Calder Cup. So who are we going up against in the Calder Cup? Wow, a lot of days to recuperate here. Pelujai has game morale as recovering from an injury. Wow, a lot of days to simulate here. We might actually get some guys up. All right, so the playoffs are over, and it looks like in the Calder Cup finals, we're going to be going up against the San Diego Gulls, the new AHL squad for the Anaheim Ducks. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of pre-scouting for this matchup too as well. So let's take a look at the player stats here. That series must have gone to 7. There's no way it did not go to 7. All right, so let's take a look at the player stats here for our team. Peter Straka is having himself one hell of a playoff series. 6 goals, 15 assists, 21 points for Peter Straka. Chris Vandevelde's having a good series as well. He's already bumped back up to an 80 overall. 20 points for Vandy, 15 for Belmar, 12 points for Aaron Pelujai in 11 games. That's actually really good, and 15 for Belmar and 14. So these two guys are definitely playing their heads off. Daryl Powell, he's actually having a good series as well. 12 points in 16 games. Cousins, 12 points in 16 games. He's a -1. Bourneval with 11. Kubel with 10. Gostisbehere with 10. Goldborn with 9. Meyer and Sandheim with 6. Cornell with 5. Hextall with 4 in 5 games. So Brett Hextall has actually been playing good in the games he's actually come in. Jeff Blas with 3, Oscar Lindbaum, 2 points in the 2 games that he did play, a goal and an assist, so he definitely did his job there. Manning and Hag and all with 2, Morton with 1, Lier and Comrie. Fortunately, are out. Taylor Lier, that sucks, man. They had to deal with an injury. And then Stoley, Anthony Stolars, you're having yourself a nice little series there. A 1.78 goals against average still, 11-4, save percentage of .932, and 3 shutouts on the year in the playoffs so far for Stoley the goalie. All right, so let's take a look at that series because it had to have gone to 7. It did go to 7. Okay, so let's take a look at what this San Diego Gulls team has on their squad, so we can take a look at their overalls as well. All right, so let's go take a look at see who San Diego has on their squad. Do some pre-scouting here. All right, yeah, we'll do their centers. Why not? We'll do their centers. All right, so they have Emil Aronson, Robert Scissorneck, Antoine Laganaire, okay, Charles Soreau, and Mike Winther. Okay, so their center core is it's not crazy. Nobody above like a 74, so we have them beating the centers. Left wingers, Max Freiberg, so he's a 78 sniper, so that's something we might have to worry about there. Miro Aaltonen and Nick Sorensen. So they have a lot of players that are like not listed on here, obviously, because that's obviously not 12 forwards. That's like 2. What is that? That's like 2, 3, and that's only 8 players. So they obviously have some guys that aren't listed. Defensemen. Oh, wow. They have a lot of D-men here. They have a lot of D-men. Wow, that's actually a lot. They might be playing some defensemen on forwards. Who knows? Kevin Gagne, Keaton Helgeson, Eric Nodell, Kevin Lind, Nathan McIver, Jacob Megna, Andrew O'Brien. So he's actually not bad. Andrew O'Brien. Shane O'Brien. Marcus Peterson, Colby Robach, and Shea Theodore. So Shea Theodore is the one big prospect that they have there. And who's in goaltending for this team? They have Matt Hackett and Capo Kakinen. That is probably one hell of a name I have to say there. What nationality is that? That is Finnish if I've ever seen it. So you Finns can actually help me pronounce that name because I have no idea how to pronounce that. But they do have 279 overall goaltenders, so they do have us beat in the 10D position, and they don't have us beat in forward wise anyway whatsoever, and we have them killed on defense. So we definitely do have the advantage going into the series and the Calder Cup. So we made it all the way this far to the Calder Cup. Let's see if the Phantoms can close it out here. So, all right, we're on a winning streak too. So we are on a 4-game winning streak. Let's keep it up, boys. Let's play our game here. Play our game. Play our game. That's all we need to do. Here we go. Game 1 of the Calder Cup in the Lehigh Valley. So it's in the PPL Center to start things off. Phantoms up against the San Diego Gulls. Let's get it started. First period, 2-0. That's exactly how we want to start it out. So they got the Finn in net, but Jeff Palavs, our little, forget what nationality you are, Jeff Palavs, but Nick Cousins gets one as well. So it's a 2-0 lead after the first 10 shots to 9. Second period, they get one back. Soro gets one. 17-25. We did manage to catch back up in shots. Third period, can we hold on? There you go. Another 2-goal third period. Peter Straka continues his dominance again with another goal. And Pierre-Edouard Bellemare gets an empty netter. 4-1 win for the Phantoms. Take game number 1. That is exactly what we should be doing, boys. Nice win there. All right, let's hold the team meeting. Hold team meeting. 85% locker room chemistry right now. This team is clicking on all cylinders. All right, continue it, boys. Just continue it. We're on a winning streak right now. 5-game winning streak for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms so far in the playoffs. Let's continue it, boys. Another home game here. Game number 2. Let's continue that offense. Here we go. First period, 1-1. Okay, Michael Bourneval gets one early. Altonen gets one kind of late. The Gulls do have a power play to start the second. 11 shots to 10. Second period, 2-1. There you go. Tyrell Goulbourne, the grinder, gets one early in the second. A 2-1 lead for the Phantoms. Still 26 shots to 13. We have the shots advantage. Come on, close this out. Third period, 4-2. There you go. Another 2-goal third period. Shea Theodore does get one to tie the game up at 10. Tyrell Goulbourne again. A 2-goal game from the grinder and Goulbourne. Pelujai adds on an empty netter. And the Phantoms do win 4-2 in game number 2 to take a 2-0 series lead. So they take advantage of their home games. And now we're going all the way out to San Diego, California for game number 3 and 4 with a 6-game winning streak currently in the playoffs. Let's continue. Keep pressing that second option because it's continuing to increase these guys' overalls. 85 locker room chemistry right now. This Phantoms team is on a roll right now. 6-game winning streak coming into this game. Game number 3. First period, 0-0. All right, so 8 shots apiece, even score. Second period, 2-0. There you go. Nick Cousins and Timu Meyer. 17 shots to 16, a 2-0 lead for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. That is exactly how it should be. And we are currently, oh man, third period, 3-0. There you go. Sam Warren adds on an empty netter, and the Phantoms hold on for a 3-0 win in game number 3. Take a 3-0 series lead, a 7-game win streak currently in this playoffs, and the Phantoms now are 1 game away from closing out this series and holding that Calder Cup, baby. Calder Cup is in the building for this game. Calder Cup is in the building. No team meetings need to be decided here as we are going to go into this game. Game 4. 3-0 series lead. The Phantoms have all the momentum in the world, holding a 7-game winning streak in this playoffs. Let's close it out, boys. Let's see if we can close it out. First period, 1-1. All right, Sorol gets one kind of early, but Daryl Powell answers right back. 1-1 tie. 12-8. They do have the shots advantage, but that's fine. Come on. Second period, they give up 2. First 2-goal period that the Phantoms have given up in a while. Shea Theodore and Altonen get 2 in the third. We caught back up the shots 23-19, but it's a 2-goal third period deficit that we have to fight back from. You know what? I'd rather win it at home anyway. Third period, all right, 4-2. So Freiburg early and then Bellemare early, but unfortunately the Phantoms could not come back from that. So we do lose that game 4-2, snap the win streak, but that's all right. That's all right. The win streak is over. But now we're coming back home with the Calder Cup. We still have a 3-1 series lead. 3-1 series lead. We have 3 chances to end this game, to end this series. And we can do it however we choose, whenever we want. All right, so here we go. Calder Cup is in the building, in front of our home ice fans in the PPL Center. Don't worry about that last game. Just had a little bit of a road bump there, but we're going to end it right here. First period, 1-0. O'Brien gets one on Stolars. All right, guys, come on. Let's play a little bit better here. Smarten up a bit. Second period, 2-2. All right, I like that. 2 goals from Tyrell Goulbourne here in the second period. Shea Theodore gets one with 6 seconds left in the second. Don't like that, but still. Shots are 25-11 in favor of the Phantoms. All right, we're going ×8 simulation here for the third period. Tyrell Goulbourne has kept us in this game, boys. It's 2 goals there in the second period. We have the shots advantage. We're doubling them in shots. Oh my God, look at the shot totals. Come on, Lehigh Valley. Oh, Aronson gets one with 10 minutes left to go in the third period. Can Lehigh Valley answer? Can Lehigh Valley answer back? Their goaltender is standing on his head. That freaking Finn. 37 shots. Oh my God. 38 shots on the net. We completely doubled them in shots. And San Diego is clawing their way and pecking their way back into the series as they steal. Their goaltender steals that game from us. All right. Game 6. 3-2 series lead for Lehigh Valley. I don't like this. I don't like how San Diego is clawing their way back into this game, boys. Come on. Let's smarten up here. We shouldn't have we had a 3-0 series lead. Should have ended this a while ago. Come on. First period. All right, nothing. 12 shots to 8. Second period, 1-1. Langaneri, I don't even know how to say that name, but Eric Cornell ties the game back up late in the second period. Shots are 27-15 again, almost doubling them again, boys. Come on. Let's close this out in this third period. Come on, boys. Keep firing shots at the net. Power play, kill it off. There you go. Nice kill on the power play. 29 shots. There you go. Jeff Palovs. The trade plays off. 2-1 is the lead. 3-1. Jeff Palovs. He's making it seem like he was the big pickup over the Timo Meier trade. And is that going to end it? That is going to end it as your Lehigh Valley Phantoms in Game 6 hold off the San Diego Gulls. 41-21 are the shots in the third period as Nikita Zhevpalovs gets the game-winning Calder Cup goal as the Phantoms beat the San Diego Gulls 3-1 in Game 6 as your Lehigh Valley Phantoms are the Calder Cup champions. Wow. What a third period there from Nikita Zhevpalovs. Look at this. Zhevpalovs from Eric Cornell and Travis Sanheim. Zhevpalovs had a 3-point night. Eric Cornell had a 3-point night. So the fourth line of all lines coming in clutch in game number 6. Nikita Zhevpalovs with 2 goals and 1 assist. Eric Cornell with a goal and 2 assists. Travis Sanheim and Brandon Manning get the other 2 assists in the game. And the Lehigh Valley Phantoms are your Calder Cup champions. Wow, what a freaking series, boys. What a series. What a game. Your Lehigh Valley Phantoms are the Calder Cup champions, boys. Wow. What a series. What a series. You know, let's just make sure we do this correctly. Let's not sim to the draft because that's how I've seen somebody get freaking boned in this game. We need to advance a day. Should get the pop-ups here from everything gets wrapped up. There you go. So the playoffs have ended. Stanley Cup champions are your Florida Panthers. Calder Cup champions are the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. And that is exactly how one way to end a series, boys, and one way to end a season with your Lehigh Valley Phantoms going all the way to the Calder Cup and winning it in 6 games. What a series, boys. What a series. We'll check out all the awards and such, and then we'll have a regroup episode for the next one because this one was obviously really, really long. We wanted to dedicate it to the AHL team, and what a reason to dedicate it to the AHL team because they had an amazing series. So, Chris Vandevelde, he had himself a very good series as well. 24 points in 22 games for Vandevelde. Peter Straka still had an amazing playoff run. 7 goals, 16 assists, 23 points for Straka. What a nice series for him. Pierre-Edouard Bellemare, 17 points in 20 games. Michael Bourneval, the waiver wire pickup, 15 points in 22 games. Albe Kuba with 13 points in 22 games. Daryl Powell with 13. Clutch goals from Daryl Powell. 8 goals from Daryl Powell. Second most among forwards on our team for goals. Second line center. He actually played really, really well for us. Not going to lie. Daryl Powell played really well. Tyrell Goulbourne, too. He was a clutch player as well. 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points for Tyrell Goulbourne. He might actually become a nice little grinder for us in the future. If his defensive category definitely gets up there, he could be a very nice clutch player. Eric Cornell, big game number 6 from this kid. 12 points in 22 games. Timo Meier with 9 points. Nikita Zhevpalovs, only 4 goals and 4 assists, but 2 of which came in the game winning. 2 of them were game winning goals, and he actually paid off. What is your goddamn nationality, Nikita? Nikita, whoops, that's Brett Hextall. Don't need him. Nikita Jepolobs, Latvian. He is the Latvian legend. That is exactly right. He is Latvian. All right, so that managed to get that under control. Brett Hextall, like we said, 4 points in the 5 games that he played. Oscar Lindbaum did a nice job filling in for the 2 games that he played, 2 points. Obviously, that sucks for Taylor Lear that he was injured throughout the entire playoffs, but he'll be back next year once again, probably in the AHL squad to continue to increase his potential. Defenseman. Here we go. This is how the defense are going to end up. Shane Gostisbehere ends the playoff run with 12 points in 22 games, 81 overall. Travis Sanheim, 7 points. Robert Hagg with 3. Sam Morin with 2. Adam Comrie, obviously, up there. Not going to show all the defensemen. We're missing Brandon Manning's totals as well because he's probably on the Philadelphia Flyers right now at this point since all the roster changes have been made. But Robert Hagg ends with an 82. Travis Sanheim ends with an 82. Shane Gostisbehere ends with an 81. And Sam Morin ends with a 79. So there's a good chance that these 4 defensemen, with the inclusion of Ivan Provorov coming out of the CHL potentially as well to join the Philadelphia Flyers next season. So that was a nice run that these guys had. I know for a fact that probably Robert Hagg and Travis Sanheim will be joining the squad next year because, you know, Ben Lovejoy and Evgeny Medvedev might be trade bait, and we could just bring up those rookies there to play on the squad next year. So that is going to be a huge improvement on our defense. And then if I can actually just get rid of turbo mode here for a quick minute, we can actually take a look at the defense, the goaltender stats here, because Stoli actually played very, very well. Come on, turbo mode. Oh my god, turbo mode still didn't end yet. Jesus, man, this is the longest turbo mode I've had. Good lord. Look at this. This is insane turbo mode. Oh my god. Jesus, it might be glitched to hell. Let's back out here. Is it still in turbo mode? It is still in turbo mode. Wow. All right. This is the longest. Oh, it's fixed. Thank God. I was gonna say that was the longest turbo mode I think I've ever experienced in this game. It's still going. It's still freaking going. I just want to get the goaltender stats. Is that so much to ask, game? Thank you. It finally landed on goaltender. That's all I wanted. Anthony Stolhorst, 1.79 goals against average, 15-6, a save percentage of .931 with 4 shutouts, ended off being a 77 overall. Does Anthony Stolhorst, and that is one way to end off the season, boys, for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. So it was an unfortunate end to the season for the Flyers, but the Phantoms definitely made up for that, ending off with a Calder Cup. So next episode, guys, we'll definitely analyze the draft. We'll go into the draft. Leave your suggestions for what you think we should do come into this draft, as we are probably going to have a high draft pick, I would assume. I'll probably check the stats. We'll see how good our draft pick is going to be. We'll be able to pin the players on my draft board. I'll make sure to do that. And we shall take it into the draft next episode. So thanks guys for watching. If you did enjoy, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe as always. Leave a like for this turbo mode still being active. And I'll see you guys next time.